I'm Alan Mahoney. I'm Operations and Technical Director here at PPCL, Process Plant Computing Limited. I'd like to introduce you to our company, our technology. We're a chemical engineering technology company with over 20 patents. We work with over 160 sites around the world across all aspects of the process industries. Our real mission is to enable people with subject expertise, operators, engineers, managers, to be able to visualize and use the process data they have to find operating envelopes, to see how those interact, how that changes their process, how that lets them do their job better, and to be able to use it for applications like process optimization, process improvement, alarm rationalization, event prediction, operational excellence, all of these applications that come out of being able to visualize the data. And the value that we get from this is better operations. That's less variability. It's being able to direct your process to help achieve your business objectives. It's being able to set the right goals for people all across your organization to be able to achieve those. It's letting your operators have fewer distractions, better information about how to operate their process and to improve it and run it. So the key thing that links that is being able to find those operating envelopes in your process history, your laboratory qualities, KPIs, and bring that all together in a picture that anyone can use. The way we do that is with the parallel coordinate plot. Won't go into the details of that here, but it is a unique visual way to see the data that everyone can use to see how the operating envelope across whatever scale they're looking at. We may be looking at business processes, we may be looking at actual physical processes, distillation columns and such. We may be looking at information flow, but being able to take that data and visually see it and interrogate it and use that information about we've historically operated to improve our process. And that picture lets everyone do that without them needing to become a mathematician, as well as all of the things they're doing today. So it really leverages the value of that captured data you have. Let me talk about a couple of the application areas that we talked about. One of them is process optimization, identifying local and global optima, the best way we've run in the past. And not only that, but what are the key variables that determine whether we can meet those optima or not? Are they things that we have some control over? Do they need process improvement? Or are they things external to our process, in which case we may need to look for other local optima that we have access to? And a lot of our users use it for that. And here's a quote from one who just with this application of looking for better process optima was able to repay their investment in CV over 100-fold in the first year. Another application area is in alarm management. So one of the key ideas of operator alarms is they provide feedback to the operator when it's time to react to the process to keep it running in the area of normal operation and to avoid any of the systems taking it down. So the key things there are process availability, avoiding any of the safety systems interacting to improve our safety, but also improving our profitability and economics. And the key things can be seen there. Here, the customer who implemented it and comparing in the years before and after managed to go from about 98% uptime to over 99.9% uptime. So a 20-fold reduction in lost production just due to using a new method to look at alarms and perform alarm rationalization. So that's a huge difference in terms of production and what we actually care about in terms of the value of an alarm system. Another area is in operational excellence, where we are attempting to drive our process operations, all of the people aligned across our organization, to working toward the business strategy that we've chosen to pursue in the marketplace. And the way that one of the ways that we communicate that is through setting KPI targets for continuous improvement throughout the organization. And obviously, choosing those appropriately is key. So what are the right KPIs to drive it? Are they consistent? How can the plan operate to improve those is one of the areas that has typically been very difficult to see, but which we can actually look at with operating envelopes and explore and demonstrate. So a huge benefit there, going from questions of, are our operating targets consistent? Do our leading KPIs help drive our ultimate performance and our lagging KPIs? Or are they irrelevant and we're asking people to do things that they don't need to do? So being able to see all of that visually can change that and also give us insight into how we can change our operations to improve attainment. In addition to offline analysis of the sort we've looked at, we also are involved in online performance monitoring, looking at real-time feedback from processes, where dynamically the operating envelope is located around our current operation point and feeding that back to the operators so they know how much space they have or whether they're already outside the boundaries. That can be used for a lot of different applications. One of them is just for improving process efficiency and process achievement. And one of our users implemented a CPM model for that and managed to realize 2% process improvement, as well as a 6-fold reduction in their startup time and other benefits they weren't looking in terms of multivariate detection. Another application is in early fault detection, early event prediction, where this forms a very sensitive detector that allows operators to see when they're deviating from the expected operating envelope and therefore gives early warning of developing faults, lets them react to it again with very positive impacts for plant availability and achievement. So obviously there are a lot of different applications of operating envelopes and visualizing them. We've touched on just a few here. If you're interested in other areas, interested in what we can do in your industry, interested in moving forward toward maybe a demo with some of your own data, do ask us, get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to talk with you about the challenges that you're facing and how we might be able to help. So thank you very much for your time. Hope to talk to you soon.